Yeah, it was a statement. It'll be really interesting to see and hear what he says in his press conference at lunchtime. But I'm going to step out the way because the players are out there training ahead of this Europa League game against Rangers, and it's a really important match for the club when you consider the context of their season.
That's the exciting part. You know, like I said, you know, we have got players that have been part of this team now for many years, and they're only 26 years old. You know, you look at the quality of Bukayo, and then you look at the quality of Jude coming through in our country. You know, I think it's a real positive. You know, these tournaments, whether you win them or get knocked out early, it's always an experience that you can take on to the next game and the next tournament. And I think I think that, you know, obviously the Euros was a huge success for us. Yes, we didn't end up winning the final, but you know, I think the progression that we have as a country, and more importantly, the fans are right behind us as a nation and as a team, and that's such an important part of this. So, you know, the future's looking bright. We have a lot of young players that are part of this team that have enjoyed this World Cup, but then will learn from it and take it on.
I think he's a good coach. You know, it is a difficult time at the moment, but there's a lot of noise around the club at the moment, so it can't be easy for him. We all want that that noise to go away, and we all want a decision to be made for the club, for the fans, for the manager as well, because we are one of the, if not the biggest club in the world, and you know, we want stability, and I think that's the most important thing. We all have our favourites of who we feel that need to run the club and look after the club and take the club back to where it belongs, but fans' eyes, you know, we're number one, and we want to be back at the top, and I believe I know the right people to do that. So,
would that be Sheikh Jassim? Could I ask?
We'll see.
David, have a great weekend.
You're welcome.
In a moment that stirred nostalgia and motivation in equal measure, Manchester United legend David Beckham made a surprise visit to the training ground of Manchester United this week, offering encouragement and inspiration to the current squad ahead of a run of crucial fixtures. The iconic former midfielder returned to Carrington, the club's training complex, where he once honed the skills that helped define one of the most successful eras in United's history. His visit comes at a time when the team is preparing for a series of important matches that could shape their season. A hero's welcome. Players and staff warmly welcome Beckham, whose legacy at the club remains legendary. Having risen through the famed class of '92 under legendary manager Alex Ferguson, Beckham went on to become one of the most recognizable figures in world football while helping United secure multiple titles. During his visit, Beckham spent time speaking with the players, sharing stories from his own career, and offering advice on handling pressure during decisive moments of the season. Sources close to the club revealed that the visit was intended to lift morale and remind the squad of the standards and winning mentality that have long defined Manchester United. Words of experience. Beckham reportedly spoke about the importance of resilience, teamwork, and belief, qualities that helped him and his teammates dominate English football during the late 1990s and early 2000s. You have to embrace the pressure when you wear the Manchester United shirt, Beckham told the players during the meeting. It's what makes playing here special. His message resonated strongly with younger players who grew up watching highlights of Beckham's legendary performances in United colors. Bridging past and present. The visit also served as a powerful reminder of the club's rich heritage. Beckham's return highlighted the connection between past legends and the current generation striving to restore the club to consistent glory. Coaches believe moments like these can have a meaningful impact, particularly for players navigating the intensity of top-level football and the expectations that come with representing one of the world's biggest clubs. Eyes on the upcoming fixtures. With key matches on the horizon, Manchester United hopes the inspiration from one of their greatest icons will translate into renewed focus and determination on the pitch. For supporters, Beckham's presence at the training ground was more than just a nostalgic moment. It was a symbol of the enduring spirit of Manchester United. As the team prepares to step onto the field in the coming weeks, the message from Beckham is clear. Respect the badge, believe in the team, and rise to the occasion. And if history is any guide, inspiration from a club legend might be exactly what United need.